Okay. Hi. Carol, English 220, nice to see you. What's your name? Karine, thank you. Carrie-Ann. Yes. Carrie-Ann, good. Regina, good. Jerry, nice to see you. English 220.
Ward Borchard.
What is it?
Ward Borchard.
Ward Borchard, nice to see you. I'm Virginia Meier. I've spoken to you on the telephone. Teresa, this is Teresa. Good, nice to see you. Miss Chabot over here.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Kimberly, welcome to English 220.
Anthony Bunfigley.
Anthony Bugfigley. Anthony, how are you?
Nancy Sack.
Nancy, you saw Les Miserables.
Yes.
Okay, you'll have to tell us about it. You have the program. Isabel? Thank you, Isabel. You know the bulletin board I showed you down there with the text? Would you go get the text?
No.
Would you go get the text?
find
Don't
my way
trip.
back?
You'll find your way back. Do you need help?
You need help?
Do you need help? You know where my office is? Chris, do you know where my office is? No. Jean, would you help her find my
I
office?
hope I can find it.
You can. Do you know where my office is? All right, hold it. Now, Tim, sit down. Tim, all right. Marlena, welcome. Are you just the one I want to see? You know where my office is, Marlena?
Yes.
Okay, will you take Isabella down there? Where is she? All right, go down there and say, we need tax.
Tax?
Tax, okay. We're taking tax. Now, let me see here. Okay, I'm Virginia Meier.
How you doing? I'm Tim Kovacs. Nice to meet you.
How are you, Tim? Nice to see you.
Christmas.
Oh, my Christmas was just dandy. Sarah Vetter is over here. How are you, Sarah? Good. English 220. Marie Post.
Right.
Marie takes care of all our four-legged friends. Marie is a pet specialist, so that's very nice. Les Miserables is here. We have some playbills for Les Miserables. We might put it on the bulletin board. Did I meet you?
You met me. I'm Anthony again.
Anthony again. Kimberly again. Chris. Jean Fager. Welcome to English 220.
Barbara Buono.
Barbara Buono. Thank you.
Bob Corelli.
Bob Corelli. Tim Healy. Good. And have I missed anyone?
I'm bringing my ring off. You squished my...
Have I missed anyone? Teresa, you didn't turn it on. Why isn't it coming? You don't have the TV on, sweetheart. Turn the TV on, rewind it, and turn the TV on. Let's see what we have here. English 220? English 220. This is 954. I'm Virginia Meier.
Hi.
What is your name?
I'm David Tully.
David Tully, here you go. David, how about sitting over there? Okay. Now we have a number of things to do tonight. Channel 3, Teresa. All right. Put the volume off, sweetheart. Put the volume off. Rewind it. Make sure it's rewound. Do you have text?
I have two.
Oh, we had a whole bunch of them. Take all the text you can find.
Well, she got a box of them or
Oh,
something.
wonderful. Thank you.
You said take the ones off the board. I took the
Okay,
two off
thank
the
you.
board.
Do you know Marlena? This is Marlena. Let me see here, Marlena. Why don't you sit over there?
Sure.
Okay, good. Now, before we do anything else, has everyone taken something from up here? I have various playbills. I have various goodies here. Who needs something from up here?
I'm supposed to take something from
I'd like you to take something.
Oh, then I'll take something.
You want something else? One is enough, dear.
Okay.
Just take one for now. Good. I'll just distribute these because one of the things we have to do is work on the bulletin board. Isn't that a grand bulletin board? And we want to put things on there that might be helpful. We want to keep this bulletin board up to date. Now for tonight, the bulletin board captain is Sarah over there. We want to make this bulletin board a knockout. We want to have everything up to date. Good. Does everyone have something for the bulletin board? What's your first name again?
Ward.
Ward.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, Ward, there you go. Well, let's see what's up there. Now, in here, we think nothing of doing two things at once.
Thank you.
What is it?
Where's my tea?
Where's your tea?
I handed it to you when I went to get the tax.
Your tea?
Yeah.
Oh, is this your tea? What happened to Marlena's tea? Where? Get it. Notice up there we have the dawn. The dawn is breaking up on the TV. Do you have something sweeter? Hi, I haven't said hello to you. I'm Virginia. What's your name?
Fiona.
Fiona. Your first name? Fiona. Okay, good. Jackie, nice to see you. That's right. That's great. You came to my tea party.
Thank
Okay, there we go. Notice where we're at. We have something on the TV. Kimberly, you have something. We think nothing of doing two things at once in here. And so we're looking at the TV, and we're looking at what we have here in order to decide on our bulletin board. We're going to work on our bulletin board. We want to put up there current information, something that may be going on in the theater, because this course is called Introduction to Theater. Here's something else again. Good. Do we have someone coming in here who will hi. Do we have someone coming in here? English 220. Good. We want to know what's going on today in the theater. Could you find out, since you have Les Miserables? Okay. Now, Sarah, you're in charge of the bulletin board, but let's stop for a minute and look at the audience. Isn't that stunning? Did you see that kid in the audience? That's Ingmar Bergman and Liv Ullmann's daughter. There she is. Isn't she gorgeous? The play starts with the audience. That's what they see. And there is a child in the audience, a teenager almost, perhaps. And this is a theater in northern Stockholm, the first one in Sweden with a proscenium arch. And Ingmar Bergman is going to focus on the wonderful faces in the audience. We're going to see the faces in the theater, because this is a course of the theater. Isn't this marvelous? Look at the angles. Look at the ethnic diversity. Range in age. They're looking and waiting for the curtain to go up on the magic flute. And they're waiting. There's that wonderful actor who's now in Brooklyn right now in the Cherry Orchard. There's wonderful music playing with this. I can compete with the image, but not with the sound. So I have the music off. There's the daughter again. There's the audience in a theater. The whole range of humanity is represented. From the gorgeous to the gum chewing, to the well made up, to the careless perhaps. This is an audience in a Swedish theater waiting to see the magic flute. What are they waiting for? What are they waiting for, Carol?
The show to begin.
That's right, they're waiting for the show to begin. Arthur Rubinstein says before he really plays, he waits. And he plays a little and he waits till the audience is 100% silent. Now we see the dawn. Theater is related to light. The light is coming up. It's dawn. It's a new beginning. We're all waiting for the stage to go up and the opera to begin, and now we see the gorgeous curtain with a cloud and a lovely pattern. It's a very small theater and a very small proscenium arch. And there is the member of the audience, the daughter again. And we're still waiting. Maybe it's supposed to begin at 7 or 8, but they wait because they may seal the auditorium when the curtain goes up. Why would they seal the auditorium?
And seal it.
Kimberly?
What do you mean by seal it?
They won't let anyone in.
Because that'll disturb everyone.
That's right, say it.
Because it would disturb the rest of the audience.
That's right. There's that wonderful old woman. There's perhaps the Eskimo girl. We're still waiting for the magic flute to begin. In German, it's die Zauberflöte. Zauberflöte. See what it is in Swedish. She's chewing gum again. Isn't that cute? I love it. The curtain has still not gone up, and we see some lovely Scandinavian faces. We see some people who are masked. Everybody is waiting. Even a child is in the theater. Children can easily go to the theater. Listen to that music now. Before the premiere of this opera, he was told there's no overture. So he jumped into the carriage, and on the way to the opera house, he wrote the overture. There's that wonderful face. Look at those faces. Look at the profiles. Look at it. The music tells us it's going to go up soon. The curtain. Curtain go up soon. There's Mozart on the way to the opera house with that overture. There he is, Mozart. Now the audience applauds to release. It's a kind of punctuation mark. We're all set. First act, första akten. He thumps, and now the curtain goes up. And now the music begins, and now the magic flute is about to begin. We're going to do that this semester. We're going to be talking about the magic flute, the Ingmar Bergman movie, and I plan to show it. We'll see how our time shapes. How are you, Carl? Carl, you missed the curtain here. You missed the overture, but sit down over here, Carl. Sit down, Carl. Oh, nice to see you. English 220. The overture is over, and off we go. Now, the first thing we're going to do in here is worry about the bulletin board. Carl, before you settle, would you move the TV over a little so we can see the bulletin board? Now, Sarah over here is bulletin board captain for tonight. what I want each of you to do one at a time, and you make these arrangements, I want each of you to go up and let Sarah know where to put what. We might want to change around the posters. You might want yours to be number 1, 42nd Street over here. The Metropolitan Opera House over here. Be interesting to see what's inside. You might want to tack up something that's inside the playbill. This is a playbill. And when you go into the theater, you usually receive a playbill. You don't have to pay for it. I usually take extra ones for my classes. Our student over here saw Les Miserables last Monday in the snow. How was it, dear? Ipsy pipsy. Okay. Well, you might have a chance to tell us about it, but you have that playbill, and you might want to put it up there. Sarah, would you go to the bulletin board with tacks, good, and staple gun? There are 2 of them. And would you make some adjustment? Where are the letters? Let's see now. Carl is busy. Jerry is busy. Carol, would you take the box of letters over to Sarah so we can create this splendid bulletin board? Okay? So each of you go up one at a time for the bulletin board. Now, how many have the course outline? Tim, you've got it. Good. Okay. Now let me see. This is something we're going to need. Here are some course outlines. Would you give these out? Okay. Go ahead, make your decision.
What we wanted to say.
That's right. What you want to say, what you want to put where on this bulletin board. I want each of you to put something on this bulletin board. If you are discontent with what you have and think it's inappropriate, there are others here. And I'll put these somewhere convenient for you all. We have lovely possibilities here. We have playbills. I'm going to put them over here. Would you see that they don't fall? And I have book jackets. Look at all these splendid book jackets. Why don't you give everyone a book jacket or distribute them? There may not be enough, but it's very nice to have a book jacket. So we're going to have book jackets, playbills, ads, anything that you think is relevant. Do you have anything that might be relevant?
Right in this?
Well, anywhere.
Sure, probably.
Okay. Well, when you've decided and there's no one up there, give it to Sarah and tell her where to put it. Here's another interesting thing. Does anyone read French? Okay. Would you have a look at this and decide what you want to do with that? That is the play of Tosca. Now I have some other handouts, but I seem to be short of course outlines. Does anyone know where the course outlines are? Where are they at this point, the course outlines? It stopped right there. I seem to be short of course outlines. And that's a serious fault here.
Is anything open downstairs that can make copies?
Well, I don't know if it's, oh, is it all right to make copies of the course outline, Bob? Not open. It's not open. All right, they might turn up, and they have turned up. We're in good shape. I have so much stuff on here that let me see how many course outlines are needed. They stopped with you over here? Good. All right.
Well, I have one.
You have one? Yeah. Good. Dandy. Dandy. Good. See if the last page is in good shape. You'll see something curious on the last page, namely that we missed a day already.
She's very good.
Now let's look at this course outline backwards.
Thank you.
How you doing, Marie? Good. How do you like that? Look what they're doing over there. They're going to create for us a dandy bulletin board, but just be sure that everyone has input. They're working on the bulletin board. Make sure that at their desks there is a course outline. Is there a course outline here for Sarah? And where does the other girl sit? Right here. Will you give out the book jackets? Did you give them out? I did. Okay. Does everybody have a book jacket? Let's see. Book jackets. Do you have a book jacket over here?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody has a book jacket. Regina, do you have a book jacket? Good. All right. Wonderful. You have a book jacket? Fine. Does everyone have a course outline? We're going to start backwards on the course outline. The first thing we notice is that we had a snow day the 25th. I want to know something. How come everyone is so quiet? Carl, you're a busy bee. How come you're so quiet? Because you just got off of work. Why are you so quiet over here?
My dog died today.
Your dog died?
Virginia.
Right.
We had a rough morning.
You had a rough morning.
Hello, Virginia.
Okay. Why are you so quiet over here?
It's been a long day, but I'll get noisy.
I'm glad to hear it. The sooner the better. I don't like all this quiet. Why are you so quiet over here?
I'm basically a quiet person.
Well, you have to get into it over here. We don't want anybody quiet around here. Okay, good. Why are you quiet over here?
I'm absorbing.
You're absorbing everything. Okay, Isabella?
I'm listening.
We don't want anyone listening. Veronica, come right in. I'm glad to see you. Let me see where we're going. We have a guest tonight. Here is our Veronica. Veronica, let me see. Why don't you sit right over here? Is anyone sitting here?
No.
All right, here's a course outline. There you go. You're all straightened out. You're all settled down there. Take your coat off and relax. Would you give Veronica a playbill, Marie?
Certainly.
Give Veronica a playbill. And let me see what else we have here. Where are the book jackets? Book jackets, where are you? Okay. Kimberly, give Veronica a book jacket. What are we doing in here now? Marlena, would you explain to our guest, Veronica, what we're doing?
So far, we've seen a bit of an overture of a play. And
The Magic Flute.
yeah, Magic Flute, and we observed the audience waiting for the play to open. And we're doing the bulletin board. And we've passed around course outlines, and we've passed around book jackets for the bulletin board. And we're starting to get noisy and involved.
Good, I hope so, but it's very quiet. I hope that you sparkle up. I don't like quiet classes. You're much too quiet.
Yeah, but you're the one with the microphone.
That's right.
Give us the opportunity to have a microphone.
You want my microphone?
You already introduced yourself to anybody.
Okay, here's the microphone.
That's for
Okay, good. You want it, what did you want to say? Go ahead.
I was going to introduce myself to everybody.
Good, do that. Do that, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
They know who I am.
Say again.
I'm Barbara Bono. They all
Barbara
know. Very-
Bono. Okay,
very
do you want the
famous.
microphone?
No, thank you.
Okay. You want it?
No,
Who
not right
wants the
now.
microphone? You want the microphone, Jerry? You want it?
Can't give it away.
I can't give it away. Carl? All right. Why am I walking around with these wires and this microphone? No, I'm not. This was my idea. One of the reasons is for me, and one of the reasons is for you. I know I'm going to break my neck with this, but that's all right. The reason for me is this. I have never seen myself. You all see me. I never see me.
So he's taping you?
So he's taping me. It's for me. I want to see me. I want to see all the things that I'm doing. The first time I put a message on the tape recorder, I almost died. Why? Tim?
You sound different on tape.
Yeah, and what about it? What about the way I sound on the tape?
So much different, and it's like hearing yourself talking back.
Did you ever hear yourself on the tape?
Yes, and I don't like it.
Right, I don't like it. I didn't like it. I did it again and again. I don't like my R's. No, I had to do it again and again. So I have not seen myself on the video. I've never seen myself, and I am going to have a look. And I think that I'll have a terrific shock, and I don't know what I should do. What should I do if I have a shock?
Learn to live with it.
Learn to live with it. What should I? Don't give up. Anyone else? What'd you say, Veronica? What? Take a shot. That's a good idea. Regina, what should I do?
Don't believe it.
Don't believe it. Anyone else? Carl, you know me. You know me a long time. What should I do?
Don't tape yourself anymore.
That's a good idea. What should I do?
Watch it a few more times and you'll get used to yourself.
All right, that's a thought. I'll get used to myself. Well, I think what I'm going to do when I have this shock, I don't know. I might do what everybody says. I might pray. I might have an eraser. I might erase it. I will keep that in mind.
Have it copyrighted.
Not if I don't want it.
Virginia, do you want us to
I want you to make.
go ahead and do this while
I want you to go ahead and do this while we're at it. Okay, in here, we don't mind doing 2 or 3 things at once. That doesn't bother us at all. I like a very busy, very hectic class. So you go ahead, and if you want to add something, or if you disagree with something that's going on up there, what do?
Speak up.
Go over there and change it around. Okay? That's a dandy thing to do. So we have the bulletin board going up, and now we're looking at the course outline, and the first thing we note is we were snowed out the first day. Has everyone the last page of the course outline? Just put it there. Do it all at once. Do it. Look at the playbill and look at the course outline. We were snowed out. All right. Now, I want you to hear a directive. Here is something. All faculty teaching on Monday evening. Now you're going to have to make a decision. Because the first Monday was canceled, the class session needs to be made up. Now you have 3 choices. You may extend the remaining 13 sessions, excluding the final, by 15 minutes. What time does this class end, Jerry? 9:40. 15 minutes makes it what? 9:55, almost 10. And that's a possibility they offer. The second possibility, you may decide to hold 2 classes in 1 week. That would have to be on a Thursday or a Friday or a Saturday. I teach Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evenings. So 1 week, we might want to arrange for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
How about 2 final exams?
What'd you say, Jerry?
How about 2 final exams? If you miss one, you can take the other one.
All right, and 3 makeup days have been built in: Wednesday, May 11th, Thursday, May 12th, and Friday, May 13th. You may hold your makeup session one of the makeup days. They are in May. Off the top of your head, Carl, what do you think we should do? Use one of the makeup days. Okay. What do you think?
That's during the day, though, right? Virginia?
No, it's not during the
Could be at
day.
night?
Yes, it will be. It will be at this time. Isabella, what do you think we should do?
I would say head to the time, like.
That
10
makes
minutes
for
a day
a
or
pretty
15
long
minutes.
class. That makes the class almost until 10.
I have strong feelings against that.
Okay, Sarah, what are your strong feelings?
Against holding the class an extra 15 minutes.
Okay,
It just makes it a real late night
okay,
for me, and I've got to be up real early.
okay. Anyone else? What do you think?
Makeup.
On the makeup days in May. All right.
Dates were they again?
The makeup days are Wednesday, May 11th, Thursday, May 12th, and Friday, May 13th. We don't have to decide which day of the week now. God forbid, what might happen in the meantime, Tim?
We might have another.
We might be faced with another crisis. We will not take the first option because it makes it too late. I think that that is a reasonable conclusion. But we will look forward to the third, and we will decide on that later. Now, I am asked to read from the Office of the Dean a piece on class cancellation, class cancellation, emergencies. That's a good thing to know. If someone wants to reach you during this class, we have a number. We have the library facilities, and we have the computer facilities. I think there's one for each, so I won't read it. I'll ask you to pass it out, okay? And you read it on your own. And if you have questions, what do you do? Jean, what do you do if you have a question? You raise your hand and ask. Anything else? Carl, what do you do when you have a question? Shout out. Okay. Anyone else? If you have a question when you're reading this over, you might want to telephone me. When we come to the first page of the course outline, we will see that I include my home phone number as well as the extension. Now, looking at this last page,
We're not doing the newsletter?
that you'll read at home, okay?
Sure.
Good. If there's any tearing hurry, as I say, we do 3 and 4 things at once here. I began with 1 or 2, now we do 3, now 4. You will notice that next meeting of the class, I have on my page here, library services and resources. The way I plan this is that next week, which was scheduled, of course, as the third meeting of the class, we would tuck over and have the reference librarian make a presentation. Next week, I'm going forward with those plans. We will meet here. I will stop by here to see how things are, and then I will be over there roughly around 7. If you should like to meet over there, if it's more convenient, you might want to tuck over there first and not come here. We will have a library presentation the first hour. Mr. Arnold, the reference librarian, will tell us all about Thurber, all about Williams, how to find all the information. He will take us wherever we are to wherever we want to go, and he has prepared for that, for this specific class. If you have any additional questions about the library, that's dandy. Bring them along. The week after that is a holiday. We go along merrily until the Easter break, and then you see the final examination. The reason, Jerry, that I have this is so that we can write down what we did that evening, and you may have space to take notes for your assignment. So here I would block it out because it said snow. It was snow. I would write snow. And here I might write a few things to remind myself what happened in here and what I'm supposed to do for the next meeting of the class. After we have a chance to go over the course outline, are you with me, Regina? Okay, good. After we have a chance to go over the course outline, I will give you the assignment for next week. And then we'll note that. I have had to make some changes because of the cancellation last week. So this is a particularly hectic session because I have to fit in a lot. Are there anything that you want to say about the last page of the course outline? Last page. Is it okay?
Yeah.
How do you like that? Look at our bullet. You see our dandy bulletin board here? You like it?
Yeah.
You have anything you want to...
I already put it up.
Is there anything you want to add?
No.
Don't forget those dandy posters. You might want to put one or two somewhere, wherever. You have anything over here? Tim? Okay. While we're taking just a little change, let's change gears for a minute. Before we go to the page, so we can look at this bulletin board. While we're doing that, Sarah is the bulletin board captain for the evening. However, I need a beetle. You know what a beetle is? A beetle. Move this around here. What's a beetle, Marie? You know what a beetle is?
A gopher.
A beetle is not a gopher. A beetle. Anybody have a dictionary? Therese, you know what a beetle is? Do you know where my office is?
Yeah.
Way in the corner, there's a dictionary on top of some other books. And then there's a case. Bring the dictionary and the case underneath.
Okay.
Can you do that yourself, or you want him to help you?
You can come.
Okay, good. We have two getting the dictionary so we can worry about the word beetle. I need a beetle. Before we get the dictionary, I offer this to the person who's going to be the beetle for the class. A letter grade higher, so you get a full letter grade, and God willing, and you and I friends at the end still, you get exempt from the final. So the beetle has a letter grade up and an exemption from the final. Now we want to know what the beetle is. Well, I always start with the dictionary. I'm always worried about that dictionary. We're going to check what that dictionary has to say. Can we guess? I mean, for such a reward, can you guess?
In Sweeney Todd, beetle was like a cop, sort of a law enforcer.
All right, and Sweeney Todd, he was a cop. Anybody else?
Yeah, in England, they are sort of an announcer, sort of a mayor, but I don't think they're elected.
Okay.
They come in and usually dress in, like we see beefeaters. That's the one I saw was dressed that way, and he announced people as they came in.
Okay, is it an announcer? He's a law enforcement. Anyone know about a beetle? You know about a beetle? You know about a beetle? You don't know what a beetle is?
No.
No? Okay. Well, we have to check that dictionary on the beetle. While we're waiting for those guys to get back, let's look at page 2 of the course outline. We go backwards, right? We started on 4, now we're on 3. The first thing I see here, hooray! Great. Where are we going to put these dictionaries? Let me see now. Let me have the dictionary, Teresa. Would you check a beetle? Okay. Tell us all about it. Is anyone in here familiar with the OED? Kimberly. Kimberly, how are your eyes tonight?
Fine.
Good. Kimberly, beetle. Okay. What is the OED? Oxford English Dictionary. Okay. After Kimberly has found beetle, we'll pass it around. I keep this in my office. Should anyone like to use it, we will do that. Now, let's hear what you have to say.
A minor parish officer in the Church of England, one who kept order in church. Messenger of a law court. That's it.
What is the etymology? What's the root of the word? When did it come into English? The word beetle. Sarah.
Can I ask a question while he's looking
Sure.
at that? Does anyone else have anything that they'd like to get up on the bulletin board? I can't remember exactly if I've reached everybody or if there are other people that have something they'd like up. There are a couple? Great.
Okay. You want to go up, Ronnie, and help Sarah? You don't want to? Okay.
It might be good to say
Yes, right. We'll have to move things around for things coming up. One of the things I want my beadle to do is to put up current material on the bulletin board.